Hiya folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Den. Well, something a bit different today. I've been given permission to fish a river which is down there, which you probably can't see because it's down through all this bush and all the rest of it and past the sandbanks. It's only a fairly smallish bit of river, but it's also pretty shallow. I came down yesterday, the farmer gave me permission, so I walked up and down this sort of 800 metre or so stretch, and it's really shallow. It's sort of this deep sort of thing in the most places. The only way I know that is because I've walked up and down it, which was quite refreshing because yesterday was 35 degrees. But just down there, you see me here, just down there on the other side, maybe you can see this sand and shale things, just down there, that's the river. And that little bit, just below where the river narrows down, comes up to about here, which I wasn't going to go any further because for obvious reasons it's quite cold. Anyway, I'm going down there, and all I've got with me today is the little homemade ultralight box. I've got a little bag, a couple of rods and a rod rest and a few bits and pieces of tackle, because somehow, I'm not quite sure how, but I think I can get round there without too much of a problem, and well, we'll see. I don't know. If you don't see this video, it's because I didn't get down there. But anyway, let's get on with it. Whew. Right, about halfway down the hill part, now I get to the sand, and pretty sure I can do it through this way. Whew. I'm getting too old for this. This is obviously a floodplain. Just stop in a minute, my arm's killing me. See if we can get there though. Whew. Got to be careful of snakes down here. Farmer was telling me that his dad got bitten a week or two ago by a eastern brown. As I mentioned before, second most deadly snake in the world, and he spent 3 nights in hospital. Survived, which is a good thing. I think it's this way. Whew. I think I'm too out of breath to continue this commentary. I'll carry on when I get there. Whew. Nearly there. Don't know if you can see this. I'm holding the camera up on a tripod. Right. Not far now, Den. Luckily I've got the farmer's telephone number just in case. Whew. Right. I think this is where I was going to fish. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, this was it. Somewhere just about here. Oh, put you down. Well, that was hard work. Oops. Whew. Try and get this off without damaging the microphone. Whew. So yeah, here we are. Luckily, today is a bit cooler. It's about 30 degrees today, and I'm probably going to fish, well, in fact I'll tell you that once I've started fishing, but probably along that back area there. Right, I may have to move a little bit, but back in a sec, I'll get myself set up. Whew. Okay then folks, I've got myself set up. I'm actually quite drippy at the moment. As I say, it's going to be 30 degrees today, and after all that I'm kind of tired. Anyway, here I am, and I've actually done a bit of plumbing around. Now, really, I should fish with the feeder because that'll just put me where I want to be probably. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what the swim looks like. In fact, what we'll do, I'll do it on this one so you can see. Right, if I go right the way up there into the trees and so on, can't actually get up there because it's pretty much a sheer drop. But then as you can see, the river comes down, it actually goes into a bay over there, not very deep. Comes down here, narrows where that log is, and the other log in the water, and then going along the other bank there, it gets deep. So sort of just about, I don't know, 2/3, 3/4 of the way across there, it's actually 4.5 feet deep or so. Coming round, if I get to that point there, you can see that's where it shallows up. So I've basically got a good sort of run. The problem is, the water's over there, the fast water, and it's probably, as I say, 2/3, 3/4 across. But down here, which you can't see, unless you can maybe see these, the bubbles, it's actually either stopped, or in fact out there, it's actually going the other way. The other thing is, down here, it's really shallow, and the same up that way. Does gradually slope off. As I say, I walked into here yesterday until I got to a point where I was up to my gentleman's parts, and then I stopped. But I didn't realise it was going to be 4.5 feet further over. You've got sandbanks as well, so it looks like there's a channel which runs down through here. And really, I don't know if I should have fished. Sorry, let me turn this off. I don't know if I should have maybe fished with the feeder, but we're going to give this a try. As I say, I've plumbed it up and I've set it up. I've actually probably started off with the wrong float as well. I'm using a stick float, which, you know, fair enough, I can do that, but I think it might be a bit light. These are the ones I made a year or so ago, and it's a bit like a lignum stick. This is actually a paintbrush handle with bolster on the top, but this is only 4 number 4s. Now, that might be a little bit light, so I may need to go a bit heavier, but we're going to just have to try it and see, because the bottom's doing this in different places, so we'll probably end up with all sorts of dragging on and being off the bottom and whatever. But what I've done is I've got, whoops, caught myself up on my shoe. Where am I done? What have I done? There we go. Right, so basically I've just got strung out number 8 shots for the whole distance. So as you can see, look, there it is. Just get that one there. So I've got sort of that, 4.5 feet. If I need to go heavier, I will, but worst case, if this becomes too problematic, something just swirled, it's down at the end of my rod. If this becomes too problematic, I'll probably just chuck the feeder out and sit quietly, but it's too good an opportunity to miss in regards to fishing with a stick float. Now, I've also got the zoom camera down here, which you can't see at the moment, and depending on how things go, I'm hopefully going to be able to get to a point where I can put that on the float, or obviously on the rod tip if it's a feeder. Anyway, let's see how this goes. It may not be far enough, but that's just in the current. Put my sunglasses on, wherever I put them. Yeah, I think that might be. See, my line is already dragging around that way, and the wind is also doing that, so I may need a heavier float just to present the bait properly. But we'll see how we go. I'll put my hat on before I get wound up. Again, something just swirled down there. Should have maybe bought some bread, you never know, they might come up on the surface. Right, I haven't put any bait in obviously yet. This is my first chuck with bait. And it's actually just going along and dragging a little bit. As I say, it's kind of difficult to know exactly where the contours are. That's actually standing still at the moment. Let's see if we can go a bit further out. Normally I like to chuck these things underarm, but to get to where I want to be, a little bit further and we're in the current. Now that's where I think the deepest area is, and in some places there I may be just off bottom, but as I say, it's very sandy here, so we'll see. Ooh, yeah, probably bottom. Oops. Well, we seem to be moving along. I think what I'm going to do is put a bit of bait out there. There we go. I'll go to ground bait with the feeder if I have to, but we'll see how we go with this. I like fishing with a stick float. Yeah. This sort of swirly current's not making it easy for me at all. It's holding the float still, which is kind of good, I suppose, but stick floats are for stick float fishing, which is trotting. Oof. Not sure what that was. Didn't actually see it properly. It's in really shallow water though. Maybe that's the plan for today. Fish shallow water. I don't know if I'll need to change this float down to, to a bigger one. We'll have to wait and see there. It seems to be going through okay at the moment. Getting bait all over the place then. Look at that. I wonder. Let's see if I can just put some bait just down there. See if I see any tails. Never know, do you? Yeah, mending the line's really difficult now. Sometimes I find that they'll come into about a foot of water because you're just throwing little bits of bait down there, aren't you, as you go along during the day? And you see these big swirls under your feet. May have to go to a feed. I'm not sure about this yet. Just going to go with a 3-hole 20-gram feeder for now. See what happens. Again, I'll use sweet corn on the hook. Get rid of these stalks of grass. It's all a bit wild down here, isn't it, guys? Right, need a needle. Ooh. That's the thing with using these lightweight bits and bobs. You haven't got all the tables and things stretched around you to make things easy. Okay, this is probably a size 10 KKHB. It's either a 10 or a 12, and I'm going to probably get 3 bits of corn on this, I would think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that seems about right. 2 or 3 anyway. Right, as I say, got some hemp, corn and wheat. We'll just put that into this feeder and see how we go. I'll sort the rod out in a second. Now, where to fish? Let's keep it out of the way a little bit and just chuck it into the flow over there a little bit, see what happens. That'll do. Right, lift this rod up so that we're not constantly bothered by all that extra flow. There we go. Right. Wind's actually getting up a little bit as well, so it's probably just as well I'm fishing with a feeder now. That's pretty good. Right, I'll just get this camera set up so you can see if I get any bites, and then maybe have a cup of tea. Well, nothing out there. I'll actually get more swirls down here where I've been putting a little bit of wheat and corn in, and that's in literally 6-8 inches of water. So I'm going to go into the slightly shallower area, just there. Not much shallower, but a little bit, and it's calmer. We'll see how that goes. Just where I put that loose feed in, literally less than a minute ago. I'm getting swirls down there. It's actually not even at the end of my rod, it's this side of the end of my rod. Dear oh dear. I'm probably going to have to give it a go at some point if this doesn't work out. Even if it's only to save the video from a blank. I thought I'd be bagging up now. It's not going round, is it? Surely this time. Now that's pulled right round like that, hasn't it? Has it just picked it up, eaten it and decided it wasn't fussed about everything? Let's just... There we go. We've got something. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, we got a turtle. We've got a turtle. I don't believe it. Oh dear. Right, back in a minute guys, I'll sort this fella out. Okay then guys, well, that wasn't working. Now I know there's fish down there because I've seen them swirling, but obviously I'm doing something wrong. Don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to go back out into open water, or more deeper water anyway. Oops, there we go, and just see what happens if I just persevere. It should come eventually. I know there's fish here, obviously. I've seen the big swirls. Let's put this back there. She's kind of just on the edge of the flowing water and the backflow. But I've literally, as you've probably seen, had no indications further out. It's only down there, but whether they were all turtles or some fish, I don't know. But there's fish swirling literally right at the end of my rod top here, so this is incredibly frustrating, old chap. Well, there's something happening there. It's just literally doing that. Hope it's not more turtles. There's something happening. I think that might be a fish. Yeah, that's a fish. Yeah, that'll do. I'll have that one. Not a huge fish, but hey, it's a fish. Oof. For a minute there I thought I was going to blank. And that would have been much of a video, would it? Full of fight though, aren't they? Probably only about £2. The only thing is, you can end up putting them back straight into the swim where they came from, so it could make an effect, I suppose. Okay, let's have a look around his pectoral fin, nicely in the lip, and he's literally about £2. I don't know if you can see it on that one. Okay, let's get back out there. Oof! You see the swirl down there? Literally, that is ankle deep. There's me fishing all in the way in the deep over there, and these fish are over here. I try and fish for them and I get a turtle. That is frustrating. Ooh. Getting twitchy then, getting twitchy. Don't know if it's going to rain actually. A bit cloudy over there. That's all I need stuck out on here. Well, literally, didn't even have a chance to pick my cup of tea up. It's a bigger fish than the last one. Again, not huge, but they're so powerful in these rivers. See what I mean? I tell you what, I'd be surprised if he actually made 5 pounds, but I tell you what, got some weight to them and some power. I was paddling out to there yesterday. Trouble is, there's all sorts of logs under the water in this place as well. I walked into one just a little bit further down, nearly tripped over and went head first. Whoa, see what I mean? Come on, fish. That's a bend in the rod, isn't it? Oh. Ooh, caught on his dorsal. Look at that, not even huge, is he? Come on, fish. I was trying to reach that my cup of tea, as you probably saw. Behind his dorsal again. They've got these serrated dorsal fins which can saw you off if you're not careful. Let's set these off again. There we go. Ooh. Well, that's not bad, is it? It's actually, yeah, probably about 5 pounds. If he ever decides to keep still. Let me get him off the hook. There are your hook. Let's have a quick squiz at him. There you go, look. Reasonable. Not huge, but reasonable. Oof. Oh, that's a carp. Well, literally. Put it in, had a bite of my sandwich, tried to put my bag in my pocket, and bang. Using the current, isn't he? Get some tea. From downstream, now he's going upstream and back in the swim where I was just caught him from, which is what I didn't need. Ooh. Just something swirled just underneath me down there. There's fish all over the place, I just wasn't good enough to catch them to start with. Oh yeah. Try and catch this one without knocking my sandwich off my lap. You watch him go for it now. Told you. They do not give up here. Ooh. Come on, fish. Trying to finish my sandwich. Ooh. Come on. Come on, fish. Come on, come on. This time, this time, this time. Maybe not. Come on. Yes. Ooh. He's a better fish, isn't he? He is a better fish. Let's put my sandwich down here. Oh yeah, not bad at all. I'll show you this one. Got a great big mouth. And swallowed it, of course. Whoa! Seat box just went backwards. Right, just find myself a disgorger. Show you this one. It's quite a nice fish. If he'll cooperate, that's actually bigger than I first thought. He's a good fish, isn't he? The size of him. Yay! Go den. Get back out there then. Just managed to finish my sandwich before I cast back in. Didn't see any point in trying to cast and then trying to eat, so let's get back out there. Make sure my plastic bag stuck in my pocket. Literally, on that one, I was just trying to trim the tip and trying to eat my last bit of sandwich, and the thing took almost immediately again. One little bit of tea left. Now, was that the leg of a turtle or was it a carp bouncing over the line? Sure, I just heard a rumble of thunder as well. Oh! Where's he going? Okay. Made me jump, that one. Not big, not huge, I mean. But yeah, very much for fun. I'm just wondering how many fish I can actually get out of this swim before it goes dead, because you remember we've got the, we've got the shallows there, and there's some shallows just down below me, and so they're kind of a captive audience in here. I mean, yes, they can navigate the shallows, but the thing is, I'm creating all kinds of disturbance in here, so how much will it affect it? I mean, can't complain, I'm catching fish now. Nothing massive, but this is such good fun. It's out of the way, there's nobody around me. No one going to bother me. Whoops, no other anglers. Billy no mates me. Come on. Oh, he's actually bigger than I first thought he was. He's charging all around the swim, so like I say, it's going to be disturbing the others. Good bend in the rod. This is my old Drennan Vertex, by the way, which I'm using. Like this rod. 3-ounce tip in it. I didn't know quite what the current was going to be like, but 3-ounce tip's working fine, doesn't it? Come on, fish. Any second now, you'll see the net, maybe off. Yep. Come on. Get in the net. Get in. He's bigger than I first thought, isn't he? Just put the anti-reverse on. Oof. Yeah, that's actually sticking out the top of the net, so that's not a bad sized fish. Okay, let's try and upend him a bit so I can see what I'm doing. He's a nice fish. Just got to get him to keep still. Get the hook out. You can see the hook just in the corner of his lip. Come on. Arthritis fingers don't work too well. There we go. Right, I'll show you this one as well, just for sake of it, really. Ooh, just get him back. I've just managed to move my camera down here now as well. Then sometimes you make a mess of things, don't you? Still, I'm having a few. Not complaining at all. I'll sort that camera out in a minute. Woo. Oh, that's a carp, isn't it? I know I keep saying I don't think they're very big, and changing my mind, but I don't think this one's very big. Yeah, definitely one of the smaller ones. Oh, not as small though, just didn't fight quite as well. Any second now, you watch, it'll take off. Or not. Fooled it. Right. Well, that wasn't too bad to get in, and it's probably, oh, I don't know, it's probably about £5. It's got its dorsal caught in my net. It's just what I don't need. There we go. Get that serrated dorsal off my mesh. I went through a net the other day with exactly that happening. Right, I don't know how many that is, but it is slowing down a little bit now, and there's a cloud coming over there, so Give it a little bit longer maybe, but I don't know. Well folks, that cloud up there is starting to get looking a bit angry. So it's going to take me a bit of time to pack up, and I've got to get up that hill and back to the car, and I'm not getting any younger. So I think I'm going to pack it up at this point and come back another day. I've been going for 2.5 hours now, and I don't know how many fish it is I've had. I didn't show you every one of them, but I probably showed you most of them. As I've said all along, there was nothing really massive in here. I didn't expect that. I just wanted a nice quiet day's fishing, and that's exactly what I've got. As you saw at the start, the stick float, well, wasn't the kind of swim, because it was kind of going that way on the outside and this way on the inside, and there's sandbars and there's all sorts, so that didn't work out. But the feeders seems to be doing okay. What I did need to do is to bring different baits. I think certainly the almonds to get rid of the turtles next time, obviously properly prepared. And also some bread, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 other baits. I maybe even throw a bit of bread on the surface, because there were quite a few fish sort of surfacing at one point, and that'd be a little bit of something different to do, wouldn't it, on a river? Floating bread for carp. But anyway, that's about it for another one. I'm going to start packing up now, so I'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget, if you like this, click the like button for me please, and also if you want to subscribe, that's even better. See you next time guys.